10 tree service marketing ideas for 2025. Guys, it's wintertime right now, which either means a well-deserved break for the body and the mind, or you're working right through it, which is exactly what I want to discuss today, which is going to be 10 tree service marketing ideas that you can focus on to have a more profitable 2025. So guys, if you don't know me, my name is Travis. I am a tree climber up here in North Idaho. I help the company that I work for rank an average of 1.7 across the board. This is us right here with 178 5-star reviews and an average map ranking of 1.7. I've also helped us reach 178 5-star Google reviews, which I am going to be going over as one of the ideas in this video and tips on how to actually do this. So be sure to watch the entire video to make sure you are getting the most up-to-date information on how to do tree service marketing in 2025. So let's start with number one. I showed you the grid. We're ranking 1.7 across the board. So anytime somebody's looking for tree care, tree service in our area, we are the ones showing up. We're making sure that if somebody doesn't know about us and they're looking for tree service in their area, we want to be the ones showing up, and you want to be the ones showing up as well. So how do you do that? So what is the grid? Why is it important? And is China trying to attack it? Kidding, maybe. Let's do an exercise really quick. So if you type in tree service near me or tree care near me, who are the top 3 companies showing up right now? And how many Google reviews do they have? Where is your company showing up? Because if you're not in those top 3, you're missing out on a lot of calls and a lot of business. So let me show you an example of that. So this right here is a screenshot of some traffic for a company called Broadleaf Tree Service in Carolina. And I want to draw your attention to a few things here. The first thing we're going to look at is their top organic keywords. So tree services Durham, tree removal Durham, tree service Durham. The next thing I want to draw your attention to is this arrow right here, which is the position that they're in. So you see this little like landmark location thing right here? This means that they are ranking for these keywords in the Google Map pack. So they are receiving a majority, if not all the searches that are coming in for tree services Durham, tree removal Durham. Just think about it. If everybody that was looking for tree removal in your area, your company showed up first, how many more calls would you be getting? Right here, I want to draw your attention to this. The volume, this is the searches per month. There's 140 searches per month for tree services in Durham. 140 searches on average for tree removal in Durham. Tree service Durham, 210 searches per month. Guys, they're making a lot of money because they are showing up first. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But I also want to draw your attention to the average cost per click, because you can run ads if you want, but they're getting all of this traffic for free. If they were to pay for these keywords, they'd be paying $11 per click, $9 per click, $11 per click, which in some sense isn't bad. It really just depends on your close rate, right? If you're getting, let's say you get 5 clicks and that costs you on average about $50, and one of those turns into a job that nets you around $1,000, I'll take that deal all day long. But if you could be getting all of this traffic for free, wouldn't you? Absolutely. Maximizing your Google reviews. Now, before you get scared and you're like, Travis, I hate asking for reviews, or I always forget, or the people that work for me, they just never ask for reviews. I want to show you something that's been working really well for us. I mean, just look at us compared to the competition, right? And I'm trying not to brag too much about our company, but I'm going to just, it's a great example of what you could be doing. So Craft Tree Care, we've been in business for 3 years. We have 178 5-star reviews across the board. Look at our competition around here. And this is a lot of tree service companies around the US. The competition, if they're not paying attention, which most of them aren't, it is such a good opportunity for you to just do these few things that I'm mentioning here to really help yourself rank better in Google. So Grace Tree Service, 73 reviews. They've been in business for 10 years. They got a 4.4 rating with only 73 reviews. So the way that we do this is through a set and forget text/email follow-up automation. This is quite possibly the best way to do it. So let me show you how this works. After you have completed a job, our customers get a personalized follow-up text and follow-up email to leave a review. This automation alone skyrockets review rates. And this is what it looks like. So once the job is marked completed, whether you're using, QuickBooks or Jobber or House Call Pro, whatever your customer management system is, the customers are going to receive a text like this. Hey John, this is Travis. I hope you had a great experience with Craft Tree Care. We donate a meal to charity for every customer who takes 10 seconds to leave a review. And here's the link. And there you go. We have a customized image that takes our customer's name and automatically throws it on the image for a more personalized touch. So why does this work so well? Well, the best time to ask for reviews is right after the service has been completed. So if you're able to complete the job in, Jobber or whatever your CRM is, and then automatically right after that, a review gets sent out, a review request gets sent out, you can bet that a high percentage of those people that have just been served by you are going to leave you a review. Now, if you're thinking, Travis, this all sounds great, but I have zero idea how to set any of this up, and it's probably going to cost me $2 million. I can tell you that it absolutely isn't. That I'll do this for free for you for 30 days. You don't even have to pay me until I get you at least 50 reviews. So if that sounds like something that you'd like implemented into your tree service business, just go below, click the link, and we'll get it started for you. So the number one thing that you want to do, and this is number 2 on the list, but is focusing on your Google My Business profile. Guys, if you don't have a Google My Business profile yet, I know a few companies that don't, and I promise you, this is the number one thing you want to get down. Even before a website, you don't even need to be thinking about a website yet. It is important. It's very important. But if I was taking you through step 1 through 10, it's going to be make sure to focus on your Google My Business profile. So there are a lot of things that get you to the point of ranking number 1. But I promise you, if all you do today is just pay attention to this part of the video, it is going to help. And anyone can do this. It's just you have to decide to put in the time to do it. So let's get into it. So right here, we have the local map pack ranking factors. These are the top 10 ranking factors that decide where your tree service is going to be ranking in Google. Because Google's job is to show the most relevant search result and the best search result, right? So number 1 is relevant category. This is pretty simple. When you're setting up your Google My Business, you just want to choose the relevant option, which is tree service. Pretty easy, right? Number 2 is keywords in the business title. So this is a little bit tricky, and it's very important. So it completely depends on the name of your business. Our top keywords as tree service companies are tree service, tree care, tree removal. If any of these are in your business name and in the title of your GMB profile, you're off to a great start. Now, if you don't have these in your business name, you can add them. So if your name is like, Travis's Services and you change it to Travis's Tree Service or something like that, I know that's not the best example, but if you don't have one of the main keywords in your business title, you can add it, but you risk Google potentially suspending your profile if it's not the legitimate name of your business. Now, does this happen? Not a lot. High risk, high reward. It's up to you. Like I said, risky. Can it pay off? Yes. I'm going to leave that up to you. Number four is going to be doing some easy SEO. And I know a lot of business owners, when they hear SEO, they just run or they just say, take my money. Just do it for me. Just make it work. But here's the thing is that we have a problem with marketing companies that are just going to take your money and not get you any results. So here's a couple things that you can do on your own, no marketing company involved, that you can do that will definitely move the needle for you. Number one is just making sure, this is very simple, guys, but it's vitally important. So, step one, have a website, right? Step 1.1 is making sure that your keywords are in your title and H1 tags of your website. And if you've watched my videos before, this is something that I harp on because it is so vitally important, because your competition, most of them, unless they're paying thousands of dollars to a marketing company, is not doing these small little things. And just doing these little things alone can boost your rankings a lot. Like just doing this alone for craft tree care helped us a ton. And now you can see where we're at based on the beginning of this video. This is a great start. So understanding what the title of your website is, understanding what the H1 tag of your website is. So I can use this example right here. So this is the title right here, the bold letters that show up. So we very specifically and very intentionally put tree service. That's our number one keyword that we're trying to rank for. And then we put where we're trying to rank for it. So Google just needs to know what you do and where you do it. And local SEO is just, it's a lot simpler than what people want you to believe. Again, what we do and where we do it. And then again, we have the name of the company, and then again, North Idaho. That this is where we want to rank. We are making it so clear to Google where we want to rank. Putting this in the title is step one. Step two is making sure your H1 tag is in the correct place. So right here, if we go to the Craft Tree Care website, we've got our lead climber, Michael, here, sending a top. Love that in the very beginning. We have the top rated. So let me backtrack here. This right here is your H1 tag. It's typically the largest text on the homepage of your website. And what you want to do is make sure that Google knows what you do and where you do it. Again, tree service in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Again, I know I've harped on this in many videos, but I just need to get the point across that if you want to do a little bit of SEO by yourself on your website and try it out, this is a great way to get started with it. Making sure your H1 tag has tree service and has the city that you want to rank for, as well as the state. You got to make it clear to Google. You got to treat them like a child and basically just spoon feed them the information that you want to get across. Number two, another easy SEO thing that you can do is in your GMB profile, there's going to be a little box that says add your map to the website. And I'll put it up on screen here so you know what it looks like. But here's a company that is doing it very well and done very well on their website. You can see one of their, this is an H2 tag because it's lower on the website, but he has tree services in Utah County where he wants to rank. And then he also has embedded the map into his website. Again, just sending a clear signature to Google that this is who I am and this is where I want to rank. Easy as that. Number three, this one takes a little bit more time, but can really help you out. So what I like to do is use the people also search for section for blog ideas. This just creates topical authority, right? We want to treat Google like a child, right? We want to give Google as much information as possible within the topic that we want to rank for. So for example, people are also searching for tree service North Idaho cost. So if it were me writing the blogs, I would do something like the average cost to remove a tree in North Idaho. That's a great blog that builds topical authority and is also something people are actively searching for. So if people are actively searching for it and you create information on your website that has to do with that topic, then who do you think they're going to go to when they need a tree removed? Hopefully after they've read their blog, since they're already on your website and you've got your phone number in the top right of it, they should be able to just call you and get an estimate from you. Number five, running Facebook ads. Now I've made a complete tutorial, a step-by-step tutorial to show you exactly how to run Facebook ads. I know they can be a little intimidating because you don't want to lose money and you're not sure what you're doing, but I made a step-by-step video on my YouTube channel if you're feeling bold enough to give that a shot. It's what's worked for us when it comes to Facebook leads. This is just one of our stats that we got about 46 leads, average cost of about $35.89 per lead. Obviously, these didn't all turn into jobs, but it's a great way to run local Facebook ads in your area to get more leads. Here's an example of one of the ads that we ran. It was just a picture of the owner here. That's our lead climber, Michael, coming down on his rope runner. And it was just a click below to receive $100 off on your tree removal or tree prune. It's pretty simple, guys. It's pretty simple, guys. If you watch the video, I think you'll find it very, very helpful. But one of the tips I want to highlight here is if you decide to run Facebook ads, if you decide to run Google ads, whatever it may be. There's a huge importance placed. We noticed a dramatic difference when we just said, are you looking for tree service, compared to, hey, North Idaho homeowners, are you looking for tree service in North Idaho? Calling out your specific customer will get their attention much better, and you'll pay a lot lower when it comes to the cost per lead. Tip number 2, do a few takes. Your first take is always going to be the worst. You look sad. Nobody wants to talk to somebody who goes, hey, North Idaho homeowners, are you looking for tree service? Nobody wants to talk to that guy. Now, let me try that again with a little bit more pep in my step, right? If I were to say, hey, North Idaho homeowners, are you looking for tree service or tree removal in North Idaho? Much more friendly. You got to do a couple takes. If you don't feel comfortable on camera, that's fine. You can get somebody to do this for you. But video ads are far better at performing than typical photo ads like these. These work fine, but the video ads work much better. We live in an age where of TikTok and Instagram, everything is a video. Everything that you watch is a video. There's hardly any time where you're just looking at pictures anymore. So you really need to grab somebody's attention, and video is the best way to do that. So if you can have somebody film it for you and just give them a little script and have them do selfie mode, that's been the best ads for us. Just holding the phone out and saying, hey, North Idaho homeowners, are you looking for tree service or tree removal in your blah, 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 whatever area that you're in? This can be extremely useful. All right, number 6 is going to be applying for the local service ads guaranteed badge. So I've actually made a video on how to set the Google local service ads up, but I definitely wanted to add this as one of the tips because it's been very effective. So these are by far some of the easiest ads to run. However, there's a few pitfalls to these. So number 1 goes back to reviews. So if you're a tree service company that maybe just started and only has like 5 to 10 to 15 reviews, doing the local service ads probably isn't for you, because the companies that are competing with you typically have a lot more reviews. So when you've got, let's just, for example, Craft Tree Care with 178 5-star reviews, and you've got, Billy Badass Tree Service with 10 reviews, most people are going to click the person with better reviews and more reviews. So again, just kind of reiterates the fact that reviews are extremely important. And if you want to run Google local service ads, I've got an entire video on how to set those up. But I'd only recommend it to those of you who have like 20 plus reviews at a minimum. And then number 2, you need to make sure that you go into the local service ads hub and make sure that you mark the leads when they come in as completed or booked. This way, Google knows that these leads that they're sending you, the leads that are calling your business, are actually being served. Because if you're not marking them, then Google just thinks, oh, we should just send these leads and these calls to the other companies that are actually booking these jobs. So definitely, if you are going to run these, keep in mind that you need to be very active when it comes to the local service ads hub. Because the last thing you want is an extremely high cost per lead and Google just thinking that you're not getting any calls, even though you are, and them just sending all of the other calls to your competitors. So local service ads, great option if you're in the position to do that right now. Number 7 is a little bit more simple, but if you ask my boss about the company, this is one of the best decisions that he has ever made. And you can notice here's a picture of the boys here. Here's me, here's our foreman, here's our lead climber, Michael here, and then here's Brandon, who's one of the owners. Guys, if you're gonna get a wrap, go all out. My boss gets calls all the time because people just saw the truck. And those little magnets that like have your company name on it, sure, that's it at a minimum, yeah. But if you can spend, I believe he spends anywhere from like $2,000 to $3,000 on a good wrap like this, you're just going to stand out from the competition. You're going to gain the respect of your customers and the respect of your competitors as well, because there's a few tree services around here that I get it. Wraps are not cheap. They're expensive, but it's a one-time investment that you can make into your company that's going to separate you from everybody, right? Like, there are a few companies in my area that just have this small little logo and you can barely see their phone number, and it just says like tree service phone number, right? Like, if you want to be seen, if you want to actually be taking this seriously, get your trucks wrapped. Make sure when people see you coming down the road, they know that it's your company. Number 8 is more of a quick tip. Responding to leads in a fast manner. Missed calls are one of the biggest killers to your business. So when a lead calls your company or submits a form, usually they're contacting multiple companies. You could be number 1 on Google. You could have the most reviews. You could have the best ads. But if you're not answering your phone within 5 minutes or right when that call comes in, people are just going down the list. They want service. We live in this world of instant gratification, right? So when a lead comes in, you got to serve that call in a timely manner. And so a tip that kind of goes into this is one of the best things that my boss at Craft Tree Care did was hiring himself an administrative assistant just to take all of the mundane tasks that don't directly make him money immediately off of his hands. And I get it that you're thinking, like you can't afford one or you don't have enough work for them to do. But if I do have one recommendation for you, it's this book right here called Buy Back Your Time. Your time is just worth so much doing the other tasks. Like if you specialize in tree climbing and you're a great tree climber, you may not want to be the one answering the phone calls because you're up in a tree, right? Or if you're really good at doing bids or something like that, you want to make sure that you are putting yourself in prime position to be making your company the most amount of money possible, right? And if you're dragged down by answering emails all day, which I get it, need to get done, or answering phone calls, you're really becoming the bottleneck of your business. So again, if I have one recommendation, check out this book by Dan Martell, Buy Back Your Time. I think it would be really worth your time, pun intended. Number 9 is building a referral program. So word of mouth, without a doubt, like I can talk about marketing all day long. Word of mouth is still the king. It's just a little bit more difficult to scale, but it's not impossible, right? So here's 2 ways that you can leverage word of mouth. A very simple way is just you can reward every customer who refers you business. You can have it on your business card. You can let them know after you've performed their service that if they do recommend somebody, you'll send them a $50 Amazon gift card or something like that. Or even if you don't tell them, and let's say you do get a referral, you can send them a little letter with the gift card in there, letting them know that because they gave you a referral, they got the $50 Amazon gift card. How likely now do you think they're going to be to refer you more business? If they just get a $50 Amazon gift card in the mail out of random because they referred somebody to you, that's just going to build goodwill in your community. And word of mouth just still cannot be understated as a very powerful marketing tool. Finally, number 10 is participating in local events. This is a home and garden show that we went to. We set up a bunch of stuff. We gave a bunch of like Craft Tree Care items away, t-shirts and hot chocolates and stuff like that. And it's just a great way that you can get more involved in your community so that people know who you are. We set up some little chainsaws here. We had some shaker cups, had a video going on. My boss, this was an amazing setup right here. We had all the big saws coming out. Let me go back to that right there. Got the 6-foot bar out. We've got our climbing devices so we could talk to people about the devices that we use. There's so many intricacies to our business and what we do that we kind of forget like how cool it actually is. How many little things that we do on a daily basis, from the like how the gaffs, how our spikes work, to how our climbing devices work, to the knots that we tie on a daily basis, to the rigging that we do, to the machinery that we use. There's so many facets to this business, guys, that it's really worth talking about because tree service to me is objectively a very cool career, just a very cool service in general. When's the last time that you had somebody, come out of their house and you were up in a tree and they're just in awe, they're in shell shock? I remember before I got into tree service, I had never seen a climber 100 foot up in the tree. And now I get to do that. Like I think for some people, they've never seen it before, and it's a jaw-dropping thing to watch. So it's worth talking about. It's worth showing off. It's worth going to these events and having people know what you do, because There's just so much to it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something from it. And I hope you're able to implement a few of these ideas to help your tree service grow in 2025. Again, I want to restate, if you are looking to get more Google reviews for your company, I'm doing a 30-day free trial. You don't even have to pay until I get you at least 50 reviews for your tree service company. So if that's something that you're interested in, just click the link below and I'll get you started absolutely free. So again, thank you guys for watching this video. Climb safe as always, and I will see you guys in the next video.